Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Alana, it is hard to believe that we are still in January with how warm it was today. It's incredible.
Yeah, temperatures felt closer to March or April, Courtney, but all of that is about to change. You've got a big shakeup on the way. High pressure has been in control, bringing in clear skies and sunshine, which you see at Electric Lake. Such a pretty shot from central Utah. But cooler air is on the way, but active skies will return with wet weather taking aim at the Beehive State. We start with our satellite radar with high pressure sliding to the east. As I put this into motion, you're going to see that increasing cloud cover in the southwest desert. And as we look towards the west, an atmospheric river event underway with heavy rain for the western United States and that moisture pushing inland. It will arrive with remnants of an atmospheric river impacting the Beehive State tomorrow. High temperatures, unbelievable. It didn't feel like the last day of January. It was record-breaking, 62 in Salt Lake, downtown Salt Lake City breaking the record, getting to 64 today. But compare that to Logan, which topped out just above freezing. We had southerly winds clear the haze, but inversion socked in Cache Valley, 50s on the eastern side of the state, and we were trailing St. George just by a few degrees. They topped out at 66. It is the last day of the month, and I just want to show you what those temperatures did. It was a wintry start to January, but as high pressure took over, you notice by the 17th, we start to really warm and temperatures jump above average, and the airport tops out at 62 today. Cooler air is on the way, and here's one of the reasons why. Our water vapor imagery showing you the setup with an upper level low off the Pacific Northwest, a ridge of high pressure off Southern California, and that moisture moving inland, that atmospheric river bringing in that transport of enhanced precipitation with the setup that we saw. This is subtropical moisture, which means it's milder when it comes to the air mass, and it really brings enhanced precip. We will see that in the Beehive State with a valley rain, mountain snow setup as we head into our Thursday and Friday. Heavy precipitation is expected in our mountains with the snow, but we could also see some really decent rain totals. Atmospheric rivers can pack a punch, and anytime the Beehive State sees them move through, well, we remember them. Forewarned Futurecast has that timing. We watch as we put this into motion. Cloud cover increases overnight, so you're going to wake up to more cloud cover, and southerly winds are blowing. Milder temperatures kind of expected as we head into tomorrow. By the afternoon, the southwest desert starts to see that wet weather. Now, the model is optimistic with that moisture, brings it surging north by the afternoon. I think with the southerly flow, Salt Lake can be rain shadowed at times by the Oakers, but we will see wet weather and erode that dry layer later in the day. Notice here that the model brings that in by the evening. We stay active with valley rain and mountain snow filling in for the overnight and into our early Friday morning. Here comes a front tracking through the state. Now, temperatures will ease in the coming days, and northwest flow eventually kicks in, allowing for snow accumulation in the north to take place, and that's why we have alerts. But notice we stay unsettled, and it's going to be tricky with the valley. Expect rain, folks, because the snow level does not get down to the valley floor for several days. Let's take a look. Snow elevation tomorrow evening starts at 7,500 feet, and that's statewide. We'll see those numbers dropping to 6,000 feet by Friday morning, 5,500 feet by Friday evening, meaning most of the benches will see rain, maybe a sloppy mix, but as we head into Saturday, it will be at the valley floor. So precipitation at that point could be mixed or just straight snow. Light snow, but we'll see what happens. Rain accumulation on the models, optimistic, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to an inch. Take the models with a grain of salt, but we know that this wet weather will perform. Winter weather advisories in purple, holding on for the northern and central mountains, and in pink, that winter storm warning. Places like the Pine Valley Mountains, Bryan Head, and the Tushars, 1 to 2 feet of snow by early Saturday morning. 40s and 50s, mild to start. Can't rule out a thunderstorm on the southeastern side of the state. Don't get to say that in February very often. 57 in St. George. Temperatures and soggy conditions expected as we get through and this storm evolves and makes its way through the state. Sunday will be a breather, but an unsettled pattern into next week in Washington County. How about the Wasatch Front? Not far off with that pattern. We do get a bit of a breather on Sunday, but then wet weather potential comes back into next week. We have had a series of very quiet days, and February goes, winter is still here, and we're going to bring in the wet weather. Now, a valley rain, mountain snow event isn't terrible. It's not what we typically see, but this moisture is going to benefit us statewide.
I think you were getting a little bored. I think you needed to mix things up a little bit. You're like, let's go.
Storm.
It's been a while, right?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love
Let's
a
get to work.
60-degree day like everybody else, no thank you.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Yeah.